asking for permission to ascend somebody. There is this very interesting concept to ask for permission to ascend somebody, to kick somebody into ascension, to touch upon them, to ascend them energetically. You don't need to ask for any permission to ascend somebody. That is a ridiculous concept and absolutely unnecessary, and that lacks the evolvement into spiritual meaning and consensus of time-space, and that there is no, let's say, actual perfect divine timing for ascension. Have you noticed that it happens completely randomly? And you call it, oh, this was the perfect timing. No, not really. Aren't you like suffering throughout it? Because that's what you are supposed to do. By touching somebody into ascension, and I mean energetically, not physically. And you know what I mean. If you are one who can ascend others with your energy, you know what I'm talking about. It is a very counterproductive aspect to let people to wallow in their comfortable little snuggly space and to lack the ascension thereof and wait for their permission to ask until they're ready. They will never be ready enough. You do not need to ask for permission to energetically touch upon someone. And I'm speaking if you have strong energy. I'm not talking about those who need to do something to confirmations in order to do something in order to, like, I don't know, a ritual to ascend somebody or something. I'm talking about those who touch with energy. Interact with someone, then they're kicked into ascension, right? You don't need a permission to do that. And I repeat, you do not need a permission to do that. Can we forget the ridiculous concept of unnecessary, unproductive, 3D material, physical, human concept of consent that is completely off away from the spiritual aspect of ascension, that is only good for them? I am not talking when you pollute someone's energy. Ascension is when you kick them into the cleansing aspect, rebirth of into their truth, into their true soul. So what is the problem with people asking such douchebaggery and such a stupid question as, do you need to ask for permission to ascend some? Why are you not going around on Witch Talk and asking for permission? Go, can I actually do black magic spells on some? Or can I actually send evil eye to somebody? Can I actually send jealousy? Do I need their consent? Why are you asking about this and you're not asking about something so disgustingly ridiculous as that? What is your actual problem? Hello. To end the rant here. Ridiculous. To others who are like feeling insecure because of these stupid tactics of consent. Oh, do you need to ask someone for permission to energetically ascend them? No! Do not be ridiculous. No, you don't. You just energetically, however, interact with them. Again, this is not for those who don't understand what that is. This is not for those who think this is in a 3D material, physical space type of a thing and say that I lack consent. This is not about it at all. You don't need to touch someone to ascend them. And no, you don't need a permission to do that. You just do it. There is no perfect time. There is no such a thing as divine timing for ascension. This is just a made-up concept of neo-spirituality. People have suffered a long time throughout their ascensions, and I mean people who are like earthlings, those who exist in this earthly form, and to actually embark into higher self ascension being, you need to go through ascension. Same about awakening the initial, tapping in innuendo. No, you don't need to ask for permission to awaken someone. It just happens. Hello. Greetings. So stop asking ridiculous questions and just, if you know what I'm talking about, then just do it. What else to add? Nothing. That's all.